Let's talk about one of life's biggest transitions, something many of us will face. It's the moment a family decides to sell a home they've lived in for decades. This is so much more than just a transaction. It's packed with memories, with history, and it goes way, way beyond the numbers on a contract.
So that leads us to the big question, right? Why is this so incredibly hard sometimes? Well, it's because you're not just selling a building with four walls, you're helping close a major chapter for an entire family. And that process can stir up a whole storm of emotions and logistical challenges for everyone involved.
And this really gets to the heart of it. You've got this two-sided challenge. On one hand, you have all the practical stuff, the complicated financials, figuring out what comes next, and just all the details. But on the other hand, you have this huge, powerful emotional side, the memories, the attachment, letting go. It's trying to balance both of these at the same time, often with different family members having different ideas, that makes it so tough.
Okay, so if the problem is this unique mix of money and memories, what's the solution? Well, it turns out there's a professional who is specifically trained for this exact moment. Let me introduce you to the Seniors Real Estate Specialist. They're built for this. So what exactly is an SRES? You could think of them as a realtor with a very specific, very important specialty. They've gone through extra training to really understand and assist clients over the age of 50. And this is key. It's not just about selling a house. It's about understanding how that sale fits into the bigger picture of a major life transition.
Yeah, their training is way more than your standard real estate course. It gives them this special toolkit, you could say, a set of skills designed specifically for the needs of older clients, and just as importantly, their families, who are almost always a huge part of the journey.
For example, a huge part of their training is just knowing all the options out there. This isn't just about finding a smaller house. It could be giving real, practical advice on how to adapt the current home so someone can age in place safely. Or it could be walking a family through all the different kinds of senior living communities and what life actually looks like in each one. And then there's the money side, which is absolutely critical. An SRE is trained to get how things like reverse mortgages, pensions, or Social Security all play into this decision. It's all about making sure their client's financial future is protected. Making a smart move, not just a move. But honestly, here's where they really show their value. And it's often the hardest part of the whole process. It's how they handle those delicate family conversations. You know the ones. How do you keep everyone on the same page and moving forward when a lifetime of memories is involved?
And this quote, which comes directly from their training, is everything. This is their North Star. Their job is to keep the sale on track, to be the expert on the real estate side of things. Their job is not to become a family counselor. It's a really important professional boundary that keeps the whole process healthy and productive.
This breaks it down perfectly. An SRES is a facilitator, kind of like a neutral project manager for the sale. So let's say a brother and sister disagree on when to list the house. The SRES doesn't try to solve their lifelong rivalry. No. Instead, they provide hard data on the market, explain the pros and cons of selling now versus later, and help create a clear plan that is in their parents' best interest. They connect you to the right experts. They don't pretend to be an expert in family dynamics. That focus is what makes it work. So, what's the result of all this? What's the real value? In a word, confidence. It's the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have an expert who doesn't just get the market, but who also gets the very human, very personal side of this specific time of life.
And earning this designation is a serious commitment. It's not just a weekend course. It's a comprehensive program, and they have to maintain active memberships to keep it. That ensures they're credible, they're current, and they're truly dedicated to this work. So, in the end, an SRES brings this amazing combination to the table. They've got the expert guidance you need for all the financial and logistical stuff, but they deliver it with the compassion and support that's needed to turn a super stressful process into a manageable and even positive experience. So we'll leave you with this thought. These big life transitions, they're going to happen, for us or for the people we love. The big takeaway here is just how valuable it is to have specialized help. So the real question is, how can you make sure that the next big step in your family's journey is supported by the right kind of expertise?